Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing well on this great day. I wanted to start by reading some, I don't know what you'd call them, affirmations, I guess. I found this online. This is from Dr. Jean Houston's book. Maybe some of you have heard of her, I'm sure. She's been around for a while. And she's done a book called Unlocking Your Quantum Powers. And I thought I'd share, we all know the power of affirmations, the power of gratitude, and all of that. And these are pretty amazing. So I thought I'd read them and maybe we could just sit with it for a moment. The first one is, I live in the present moment. I will not obsess about the past or worry about quantum practice. I have access to entering and making whatever changes for the future, for I live in the eternal presence. Now, we know that how important it is to be in the present moment, right? We're always talking about that time doesn't exist anymore. And I think everybody is seeing that the days just fold into one another and how that is. So with this one, I live in the present moment. When you're in the moment doing whatever it is that you love to do, guess what happens? You lose time, even though we say there is no time, and you feel like things are just flying by. And you can't possibly be worried about what's coming or what you didn't do right from the past, because guess what? This hair is driving me nuts today. Sorry, I'm having a bad hair day. You know, you can only occupy your mind with one thing. So just like we say love and fear can't exist in the same space, you can't be in the present moment looking back over your shoulder for the past or moving forward for the future. You just can't do it. You got to be in this moment. The second one, I cultivate the art of making connections, cosmic connections, local connections in my life is intimately related to all life. I become the friend of nature wherever and whenever I can. So I love this. To me, it's saying that, you know, we have, okay, I just got to do this, making me nuts. Okay, here we go. There we go. So I can see you. It's basically saying that by making connections, cosmic connections, the galactics, they are here, they are there. And it's really important to connect with them. Some people aren't comfortable with that, but that's okay. And then also connecting with friendships and people from your tribe. And also, what about the animal connections? Okay, it says, I become the friend of nature whenever and wherever I can. How many videos do we see on Facebook with people rescuing a baby deer that was stuck, or an animal that got on the ice and sunk and was drowning, and some great person went out and helped it? So remembering that. The third one is, I am thankful for all the blessings in my life. I spell out my days with the fourth, my gratitude. Thank you for this food and all who work to bring it, wherever you are, for teaching me how to cook. I think I missed that one. No, I can cook. I just don't choose to do it too often anymore. But counting the blessings, all of it in your life. You know, what is your blessings? What do you have to be grateful for? The next one, I practice hospitality in a world where too often strangers are feared. Energy is shunned. I see no one as other. I welcome guests and even people with their graciousness, with deep seeing of the fullness and wonder of another. So being kind to one another and recognizing that just because people are different, you know, it's kind of a curiosity when you see, I love meeting people from different parts around the world, different cultures, learning about, you know, what are their what do I want to say, rituals or whatever that they believe in. What are their foods? What do they celebrate? And I think that is really great. I seek liberty and justice for all. I will work for a free and a fair world. So that everybody or anybody that would like a job, that likes to work, will be able to find work, and there will be fairness for everyone. Wouldn't that be a nice world? I add to the planet's fund of goodwill by practicing little acts of kindness and manifold expressions of curiosity. Oh, sorry, courtesy. So trying to be the best person you can be, being kind to people, and being courteous. I cultivate the skills of deep listening. I will cross the great divide of others in the world that want to be heard, as do the many voices inside of me. Boy, this is a big one. You know, I've had to really work on this one myself, because sometimes people just want to be heard. As a, you know, as a coach and everything else that I do, there's that part of me that wants to jump in and fix things and thinks if people are telling me this, they're asking for help. And how many times have I learned, no, we're not asking for help. We just want to be heard. And listening is a very incredible skill that I think we can all develop to help one another. And especially, I love the part about, as do the many voices inside of me. How many times do you just want to speak out and say, just hear me? I do that. I have some close friends that I call up and I say, 3 minutes. Give me 3 minutes to just get it all out. And I'll do whatever, because you can do anything for 3 minutes without it damaging you. I'll complain, I'll moan, I'll get it all and out, and then that's it. Move on. And I don't even want the other person to say anything. I just want to be able to witness for me so I can get this frustrating part out. I practice reverence for life by seeing the sacred in, with, and under all things that exist within the field of the sacred. Wow. So if everything in the world is sacred, this is a big deal. It's saying that have reverence for everyone and everything. Sometimes that person that's acting up the worst or whatever is the one who needs it the most. I give up trying to hide, deny, or escape from my imperfections. I listen to them. I will not just live there. I know that I'm releasing many of these old, it's faded out here. I know that I'm releasing many of these old forms, maybe, bringing in light to banish shadow and to bring me into luminous light. Wow. So, you know, me being a Virgo, I'm always looking at digging to see what else is under there. Did I get it all? Is there more I have to clean out? And sometimes to a fault that I can't just let things go within myself. So if we are able to forgive our own imperfections, we can let others, you know, be with theirs as well. And I know that I'm releasing many of these old forms, bringing them into light, banishing the shadow. Well, I think we have to bring the shadow into the light. And the last one is, I'm willing to learn from the spiritual teachers that are all around me, however they show up. Isn't that the truth? So the spiritual teachers that are all around you could be the lady at the grocery store talking to you for 5 minutes. It could be anybody or anything. I know the masters a lot of times will take physical form in the moment to see, geez, I wonder how I'm going to get treated in this situation if I look like I'm a homeless person or I look like, you know, tattered, whatever. So you never know. All right, so we're going to pull the cards for the second Sunday. And this is Lightworkers Oracle by Alana Fairchild. Too big for my little hands. All right. Initiation by air. Look at that card. Beautiful goddess with all, you know, birds coming down and going right into her chest here. So let's see what that's all about. Air is the mind. And she's just got her arms wide open, receiving whatever messages are coming. You have a strong and powerful mind. The mind can be a great asset. It can bring comfort, peace, and strength as you take your spiritual journey. It can also be a dark and destructive force, undermining your power, making you doubt your own heart, and keeping you trapped in fear. The mind developed without a loving spiritual practice can be a frightening weapon rather than a liberating sword. How will you choose to use your mind power? Your mind can become more spacious and luminous if you practice emptying it on a regular basis. The radiant mind can be a mighty warrior against fear and despair, encouraging you with thoughts of optimism. When not given a chance to empty, however, the mind becomes overwhelmed with unprocessed information. Isn't that true? As we live in the age of information, much of it will be fear-based programming perpetuated by mass media, which is invested in controlling others and manipulating us with fear. This initiation, which liberates and opens the mind, empowers advanced souls to free themselves from manipulation and control. The hallmark of a dysfunctional society is that the mind is expected to dominate the inclinations of the heart rather than serve it. The mind can be trained to be a great manager, creator, and defender of what its genius value has for the heart. But the power to feel what has meaning for us, what moves us enough to rise upon our fears and risk growth, comes from the heart, not the mind. When the mind is given the task to feel and the heart is told not to feel, paralysis, confusion, and discomfort are experienced. As you enter into this initiation, I thought that looked like an initiation for her, you will feel the need to step back from what you have been taught and learn to question what you hold to be true. As you disengage from habitual mental patterns, you will begin to observe your thoughts rather than be swept up in them. Soon you will begin to experience yourself as the peaceful, steady light of love that you are in truth. With the mind going through us in motion, will the mind go through us motions? However, there is no need to be afraid of this. One step at a time, your spirit shall guide your mind back towards peace. You will change the way you relate to your own mind, becoming more empowered. As you soften the strident action of the mind, you will see that you can use your mental gifts wisely rather than allowing them to cause you pain. Those who have strong mental energies can accomplish, often also suffer from destructive self-talk and mental obsessions. They may either be addicted to thinking, which can wear them out and create cravings for sugar that can lead to depression and illness. Instead, it is much better to regularly take time out from the mind and in the moment, feeling energized, playful, and at peace. Your mind is a powerful creature. tame it with persistence, compassion, kindness, and strength. Give yourself rest and an opportunity to switch off and empty your mind as regularly as you can. There is no need to judge or despair. This is an advanced initiation and one that is brought to you only when you are ready. Consider it a sign of your spiritual progress. This world will benefit from you as you learn to handle your mental energies more constructively. This oracle is indeed an omen of greater peace and happiness in your imminent future. So we start off right away saying we're going through an initiation. I love how they said the addiction of thinking. How many people have that where your mind's going around and around like the hamster on the wheel? So this week, break the cycle. Next, from Wisdom of the Oracle, Colette Byron Reed. Soulmates. Oh, we should have had this for Valentine's Day. So cute. Meanings: harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, a relationship fostering personal growth. This message: you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It's always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you towards them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or retain in your life for a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to those people today. They are your greatest gifts. Wow. So we all know, hopefully we know, that not all soulmates are romantic. We have soulmate friendships, children, whatever. But that's very strong soul connection. I'm going to pull 3 of John Holland's deck here. What's the message for everyone? Whoops. First one is solitude. This is the Hermit. So really going within ourselves. She's studying. She's looking in the mysteries, schools, sacred texts. So pulling yourself away to have time for yourself and do those things that are important. The next card is Truth. And this card is really, I mean, these are some really major arcana cards. So the card of Truth is really weighing out and looking at what your individual truth is. Not what your parents told you, not what other people told you, but what is really, what is your truth? And the last card is Conflict and Defeat. So this looks like we're going to be a little tested with going within ourselves this week and finding out, you know, what's still there, what's our truth, having people around us that support us. We're going through in some kind of initiation. And the last card is from the Oracle of the 7 Energies. Divine Matrix. Look at that card. Beautiful. God, it's like the whole world exists in this picture. You've got a very alien-looking being, and it looks like a portal of light. Key concepts. the realm of spirit, the knowledge that we are all divine beings, part of a tapestry, weaving our dreams into the fabric of reality, synchronicity, learning to trust the way things unfold. Do you ever wonder how synchronicities have come together? These meaningful coincidences move life forward in ways we might not understand at the time. We can get trapped in the idea that the world is a place of separate parts with space between, because the true quantum spiritual nature of reality can be confusing. Imagine that everything possible under the sun is waiting to be claimed. You are not separate from what you desire to manifest. Everything is intrinsically connected within a vast living web of life, which is the divine matrix. Even that which you have not yet observed as part of your life experience is still connected to you. It remains dormant until you choose it. So I've said this a million times, in the quantum field, all possibilities exist, and it's up to us to match the vibration, make our decision, and pull it in. Life operates on life's terms as well. You don't live in a vacuum, so you are surrounded by a multitude of realities that were brought to life by others. These can surely affect you if you allow them to. But as your thread, your luminous life force, your contagious dream is part of the tapestry of life. You're being invited to be conscious of your patterns and of the weaving. Isn't it amazing to know we have such power inherent within, just by being alive? You will see evidence of the truth of this divine matrix today. It is in you. What you do matters. All manner of miracles are waiting for you to lay claim to them. Are you ready? So yes, we want to really make some decisions this week. So going through some kind of an initiation where we have to have support around us, go within, have quiet time, and really decide, what do we still believe in? What is my truth? And get past this conflict and defeat. So you might have moments this week of taking a little deep dive into things that have happened in your life, but then coming out, choosing wisely in the divine matrix and really moving forward. Well, I hope that helps, and I hope you have a wonderful week, and don't worry about the conflict and defeat. You'll get through it. My love to all of you. Each one of you matters to me, and I just want you to know that. Thank you. Bye.